morning. My name's Jady, and today I'm going to show you on this video how I put together a couple of my collages that I like to do. I call them totems. They are just long pieces of, this particular piece of wood is maple, and I cut up all my scraps that I have, all my yupo paper that has been painted, and then I cut them and I place them on, I use this, I cut them with this Fiskars cutting tool, and then I arrange them on this narrow plank of wood that I found at my local wood store rather than buying from, say, an art supply store. So I've had a couple people ask me how I do it, and so I thought I would do a really quick video. I have a couple of pieces of paper that I think are interesting. I feel like the color goes, not that one, I feel like the color goes pretty good. And so today I'm going to walk through that process. So I have these little strips. I'm going to take them off. I might leave that one there. And these guys can come off because I'm not going to do the small pieces first. I really just did that so that I could see the overall look, to see for contrast. And so once we remove all these little pieces, then you can see what's underneath. And they are all just little pieces of a bigger sheet of paper that I have chopped down using that Fiskars. So I arrange them in a way that once I place these on, after these are all dry. Oh, thanks Thomas for sharing your water slurping with us. So I feel like this may not have enough, there may not be enough pieces to actually cover the whole board, but that's okay. I'm going to go on with it anyways. So I use gloss heavy gel from Liquitex. I take a brush and a spreader. This is from Art Resin. I like it because it has the serrated edges and the flat. This is normally done or used with Art Resin for spreading it, but I'm going to use it here today. And let me just put this down for a quick second because I don't want to, do you guys really need to do that right here? I'm going to just remove these. And I don't know if you can catch that in the light. It's so pretty. It's gold and blue. And then this one has, it does actually look like unicorny. Like, I don't know if you guys remember My Little Ponies from back in the 80s. They had like this really weird iridescent color. Oh my god, I'm such a loser. I cannot believe I'm talking about that right now on this. Nobody cares. You never know what you're gonna get me talking about because I'm literally sitting in my house by myself here doing this, so I am unedited. So I'm taking a little bit of this Liquitex. I have previously prepped, you wouldn't know it with all the dust that's all over it right now. Okay. So we take a little bit of the Liquitex gel medium with my brush. That's just to get started. Then we take the Art Resin. I'm going to take this flat edge first, and I'm going to just spread it around. Wish I didn't have all this stuff in my way. Okay. Then I'm going to take the smallest serrated edge and I'm just going to spread this around. Now this will dry rather quickly, so I'm trying to hurry, but not rush. I normally don't have to worry about a camera angle when I do this, so I apologize if I'm not quite on camera. Okay. And if I need more, I can always dip inside that container. So I'm going to start at the end and pretty much just place and shimmy. And I previously had this pre-organized. Now I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough. So in between a couple of these, I am going to take just a strip or two and place that down. Give it a shimmy. Thomasina, what are you doing over there? Can you hear him? He's trying to get in the food bag. You can hear him rustling over there. I'm going to add another one just to be careful. I'm going to do 4 of these little strips so that they're even, but in a very random way. No, not yet. I don't want it dead center either. Let's take another one and just place it right here. I'm picking ones that are very similar in color because I may change my mind on any number of like color choices. There's just so many to pick from. I don't know. I think rather than just going right there, I am going to take this here. I don't want them exactly, yeah, I don't think it really matters. I quite like this side, so I'm going to slide it over. And then last but not least, this guy. Look at that, worked out perfectly. Now I am going to take my roller and just give it a really light roll. Squishing the papers down, not so hard that it comes up through the little seams. And then out to the edges. So it's like plastering, or it's like tiling. You know, you put your glue, or your adhesive down, and then you use the serrated little edge. Now, I will let this sit for about 24 hours. I'm going to turn it upside down. Maybe not in this exact location, but I'm going to just pretty much flip it upside down, lay it on a piece of paper towel, and then take something really heavy. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff back here. I'm going to put something really heavy on the back of it to weigh it down so that none of these papers can lift off. Not that they will, but just to be sure, just to make sure that it's protected. So that's how I'm going to glue down my first layer. And then I will come back in and add just a few pieces of, like, I haven't decided yet which ones. So I have two sides to these. There's some pretty interesting patterns on, there's metallics on one side, and then just some bleeding happened on the back. And I'm still really torn as to which side I like better. Honestly, I like both sides. So that is stage one. I will maybe keep working and turn the volume down. Like, that one is neat. You know, I just have to look at both sides and go, okay, which one's the better side? This one's definitely pretty, but the back's really pretty too. I think the front's prettier. So, and this one is not of that color palette, but it's got a nice gray, which is similar. I think it'll blend in quite nicely. Now, if I wanted to, I could just do these dark colors. So I have those there. Goes well with my other black piece. And then I have a couple gold pieces. They're not really gold. They almost look like taupe. I don't know if you guys know the difference between jacquard and piñata, but the jacquard gold has this beautiful sheen. You cannot beat it. And then the Ranger inks, the gold is not as like intense or beautiful, but it still gives a really pretty color. It does still have quite a beautiful gold sheen to it, but it is just not as lively, let's say, as the piñata color. It depends on what you're looking for. So yeah, I will randomly go around and place little strips of color throughout this entire piece, and we'll see where it ends up. So stick around and I'm going to show you what it ends up looking like. If you haven't already, if you want to see what happens with this piece, you need to hit the like button and then hit the little bell so that you get notified when I post the video about this, the finished product. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you like. Try to be positive. We like that around here. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.